HarlequinAudio and HarperAudio present The Sweetest Taboo by Brenda Jackson, performed by Butler. To my readers, who after reading The SAVVY Sistahs wanted Mike and Sonya's story, this one is for you. As charcoal to embers and a wood to a fire, so is a quarrelsome man for kindling strife. Proverbs 26, verse 21. Prologue. Sonya walked into the lobby of the exclusive Saint Laurent Hotel, thinking it comical that the hotel Jesse Devereaux had chosen was one that belonged to a very good friend of Carla's. Chances were he wasn't even aware of that fact. She strutted over to the station where a courtesy phone sat and picked it up. Moments later, a hotel operator came on the line. "Could you please ring Jesse Devereaux's room?" "Yes, I'll hold." A few minutes later, the operator returned to the line and advised her that Mr. Devereaux was not answering his phone. Sonya raised a brow as she glanced at her watch. It was barely 8 in the morning, and she wondered if perhaps he'd come down to the restaurant for breakfast, and decided to check out that possibility. Moments later, she walked into the restaurant. It wasn't hard picking out Jesse Devereaux from what she remembered 3 years ago. Even from his side profile, she could tell that time had definitely been kind to him. He was still a very good-looking man. She frowned. He was dining with someone, and wondered if perhaps he was holding a business breakfast meeting. Well, as far as she was concerned, that was too friggin' bad. Whatever business he was conducting had to wait. Carla came first. She started toward his table. The blonde-haired, blue-eyed man who was sitting with Jesse Devereaux looked up and gave her a smile. For a heart-stopping moment, she was tempted to smile back, then decided she didn't want him to think she was flirting, since she was a woman who'd never been curious to know if it was true blondes had more fun. "Mr. Devereaux." Jesse looked up from his meal, and Sonya knew the moment recognition hit. Both men stood.
"Ah, yes, Miss Morrison. Sonya Morrison, right?"
Jesse asked, giving her one of those charming smiles that she remembered so well. But the smile wasn't working on her this morning. "You do remember me," she said coolly, accepting his handshake.
"I don't think I could forget."
He then motioned to the man also standing.
"And this is my very good friend, Mike Kelly. Mike, this is Sonya Morrison. I met her father a few years ago during my last visit to Orlando, and he was gracious enough to invite me to Sonya's birthday party while I was in town."
"Nice meeting you, Mike," she said, offering the other man her hand.
"Likewise, Miss Morrison."
Sonya frowned as a sharp sensation shot through her the moment she and Mike's hands touched. She knew he'd felt it too, and appeared just as startled.
"Would you like to join us for breakfast? We're just getting started,"
Jesse asked, sitting back down to continue eating, leaving her and Mike standing, still holding hands like two dimwits. She quickly dropped her hand from Mike's and gave Jesse her full attention. "What I would like is to have a private conversation with you, if that's possible." Jesse shook his head.
"That's not possible if you're here to discuss your best friend. If so, then we have nothing to talk about."
Sonya pulled out a chair and sat down. "That's where you're wrong. We have a lot to talk about, since I'm the one responsible for you getting that letter."
"You're the one who sent it?"
Sonya lifted a brow. Mike, not Jesse, had asked the question. Evidently, Mike Kelly was privy to Jesse's business, so she decided to answer. "No, I didn't send that letter, but I know who did, and I feel responsible because the person who sent it got the information from someone I told. I'd promised Carla that I wouldn't tell anyone the name of Craig's father, and I broke that promise." Jesse stared at Sonya long and hard. What she'd said verified that Carla's child was his, but he wanted to hear it from Carla. She owed him the courtesy of that.
"As far as I'm concerned, it should never have been a secret. I had every right to know I had fathered a child. The least Carla could have done was be upfront with me when I asked."
Jesse's words pissed Sonya off. "Carla would have told you when she first found out she was pregnant had you not lied to her that night about not being involved with someone else. She found out the truth." Jesse stopped chewing his food and glared at her.
"Involved with someone else?" If that's what she told you, then she's the...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?